The next thing I want to talk about is I want to go back to the situation where we had the ball at the wing. Okay? Now, hope everyone will remember that our wing player is up in a closeout position. Our chaser, anytime our wing player is engaged, always goes to the high post. Our middleman, rule of thumb, is between ball and basket. So again, if there's a post player behind them, they're gonna front them. Okay, perfect. Our opposite or weak side wing, again, drops down to the low block because if there's a shot taken up, they need to box out and look for rebounds. And again, how I want to do it is I want my tail only going about halfway, okay? Because I think this is a good situation where, if I was the offense, I would just do ping pong between the 2 and 3. I'd go from 2 to 3, get that tail back to the low post. I'd go 3 back to 2. Now I got an open corner 3. So we're going to mitigate that by having our tail, kind of hedge their bet. What I want to talk about now is opportunity to double team and our rotations and how we're going to cover things up. So this is the perfect situation where, let's say they do try. We have the corner 3, the 2 green has the ball. He's passed it to green 3. Green 3 now has the ball. This is the setup that we see. Green 3 is going back to the corner. Okay? So let's just take some of this away. And now we have the ball back in the corner 3 position. Okay? We have our 3 out here. Now, this is the situation where, depending on the team we're playing, depending on the ball handling, and, it's going to be tough because we're not going to know a lot of these teams. But let's say 50% of the time, we're going to try and trap, we're going to try and double team 2. Okay? So the tail is easy, okay? Because the tail is going to sprint straight out to cover. Now, our wing player, let's just say they did the same thing and they sprinted on a straight line to 2. Oh, it's not a great straight line, but hopefully you understand. I hope everyone can see that if 2 has any ball presence, there is a direct reverse pass back to 3. Easy. Like, they don't have to do anything hard. It's just a direct pass. And we talked about what a direct pass is. And in a 1-3-1 zone that we're playing, we are minimizing direct passes. Okay? So, what do? Our wing, instead of taking a direct path to 2, okay, our wing was here. Our wing is going to do a banana cut. They're going to come out and then curve, kind of like a banana, and then sprint towards 2. I hope you can appreciate that now this has taken away the direct pass from 2 back to 3. Now 2 can still try and get at the 3, but as our wing makes this banana cut, he has his hands high and he's sprinting, hands held high, so that if 2 tries to make this pass, it's going to have to be a lob pass over the top. It cannot be a direct pass. And a lot of times, that puts enough pressure on 2 that they hold the ball. So, we have our strong side wing banana cutting towards 2. We have our tail driving towards 2. Again, making sure that 2 cannot get around him baseline, okay? Because we always want to make sure that when we cover the corner 3, that we don't let someone drive baseline on us, okay? In this situation, our chaser is going to come out towards the 3-point line. Our weak side wing is going to come up into the, just in between the free throw line and the 3-point line. Okay? So let's erase this and kind of draw it up where everyone would be if this worked the way we want it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this line to say you're boxed in, our chaser's here, and our weak side wing is here. Okay, and again, as always, and our M, our middleman, is fronting. So, as the seconds count down, what are 2's options? Well, probably, if I'm 2, I don't think 5's a really good option. I think my first outlet is going to be 3, green 3, okay? And again, if our weak side, if this wing, which, on this side he's strong side, but he's usually taller, okay? So with hands high and putting lots of pressure, this pass from 2 to 3 cannot be direct. It's going to be a lob. It's going to be a little skip pass, okay? Even if 3, moves out, okay, to try and make that pass a little easier, we have really athletic chasers. Like I said, our chaser is a typical 4. He's Sebi, he's Jackson. They're over 6 feet. They're tall, they're athletic. They're gonna pick off that little lob pass every time. I'll bet. So we've got that taken care of. What's the other option? Well, again, we're gonna have a long skip pass from 2 to 1. Who do we have covering? Again, we have our weak side wing here, who can easily intercept that. And if he gets this ball, he has a straight line all the way down for an easy 2 points. Okay? Obviously, I think everyone can appreciate, okay, that the one skip pass that gives us the hardest problem is 2 to 4, okay? I still think if this wing, okay, and if I'm this wing, I'm actually looking at 2. I have my back to 1 and 4, okay? Like my head's on a swivel, But I am looking at 2. I am looking at green 2's eyes. And I'm trying to read where he's going to go with that ball. Is he going to go to 1? Is he going to go to 4? And as 2's eyes move, and as soon as 2's eyes lock in on 4, and as soon as his hands start to go back, you know he's going to make that pass, you break. And again, I still think we have really quick players. I think, they might not be as tall. I'm thinking, a Benji, maybe a Mateo on that weak side. You guys are quick. You can cover ground. And I'll say this, is that even if you don't intercept, as long as you get a deflection, or at minimum, green 4 catches the ball, you've closed out on them, we're still in good shape, okay? Everyone rotates back, okay? And we do it all over again. But this setup, the way I've drawn it here, if we can do this, I think we can get a fair amount of turnovers, deflections, kick balls, with a minimum amount of giving up any easy baskets, okay? Because, obviously anytime you're trapping, anytime you're double teaming, you're leaving some offensive player open. And so in this situation, it's 4. You always want to try and leave the furthest offensive player away from the ball open, so that you have the pass is long and loopy. You have more time to recover. Hey, you might even beat the pass and intercept it. Okay? So again, I think I'm running at, oh wow, that was really long. I apologize, guys. That was a 12-minute one. But there's a lot more to cover with trying to trap. But I will stop it there. Thanks again for listening.